What's going on, everybody? So we are starting the next round of the property cleanup here for the house and for what we do out here in the barn. Got a big old dumpster over there which showed up this morning. We had a little bit of a fire going for some brush over there, and basically the plan's going to be to come through here and clear all this out. Everything's going to be nice and cleared out. We've got more concrete to uncover back there. I know we worked a little bit in the woods yonder, but that's the plan over the next week or so, is to completely get all this cleared out so we could start using this whole extra building we have attached here. We haven't really gotten to use because it's full of junk, and just kind of make this property somewhat presentable. So at least that's the plan. But I'm gonna go get the tractor out, not that tractor, and we're gonna get some of these trailers moved out of the way so we can get going. Why'd it go dead? Why'd it go dark? I didn't do anything. You almost got to go lower and curl up. Keep curling. Curl back. Yep, keep curling. Is that what it is from being so high? So bound up too.
So go up with it and see what it acts like. Can't lose the drinks. Burnout. Yeah, let's do the same on that one, I suppose. We must have had really good luck the other day. Yeah. Don't hit your head on that.
I know.
It gets you.
Gotta clock out first.
Yeah, that didn't happen on the clock. Oh man, so much stuff to clean up out here. This is gonna look a ton better once we're done. Oh, coming down. Oh, hey, there's stairs there. Okay. It's stuck. Oh.
Rough waters.
Jesus Christ. I don't want to ride anymore. See if I can rip the steering wheel off. That's a great idea. The gimbal's so good you can't even tell. Alright, well, I'll go get the chainsaw. We'll just cut that one down and drop it right on. I don't think it'll hit the garage. You think it'll hit the garage? Oh, hold on here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like, yeah, big. Nah, we're good by like 10 feet. We're golden.
The problem is, I think it's gonna land on the other side of the fire pit. It's not gonna
Yeah.
land on the fire pit unless we rig it. I guess we could just push it with the tractor while we cut it. We just push it over there.
Yeah.
That way I don't gotta drag it after the fact.
I really, I don't know.
What? You don't think? I think it'll work.
I don't
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine.
I mean, I don't know. My finger's crooked.
Well, that's probably why.
Probably why.
I ain't dropped a tree on nothing yet. Nothing important.
If it's not important, it
I
don't
mean,
count.
we had a close call like once. I mean, that's nothing.
Looks clean already. Back up. Back up. I only put one chain on it, don't get crazy. Go up a little. All right. Drop her down. All right. Walking along, holding it like I'm actually going to do anything if it tries to tip. Yeah.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's day 2 of cleaning up all the crap out here. Got all the trailers moved last night, as you guys saw, and the fire's still trying to go, but it is getting awful breezy out here, so I don't know that I'm gonna fire that back up. We might just make some feeder piles and hit it throughout the week. We got some light rain days, so might be some good burn days. Go over here and get the dumpster opened up and figure out where I'm going to start today. All right. Yeah, wonder what the last guy was throwing out in there. That's actually probably a lot of ash from the fire, honestly. That's probably what all that is. But I think that we are going to start with that bay there, because it would help a ton if we had another garage barn farm garage to use for whatnot. This is added onto the barn. It's in pretty good shape. The floor is a little sloped, and they kind of didn't like build it down to the ground or whatnot. They just built it out, so I need to finish that up and clean some rotted boards up. But some they put gutters on it, but obviously they haven't been taken care of in like 2 decades, so a little rot damage on the bottom. But once we get this cleaned out, we can iron that out, or maybe raise the floor a little bit, but we'll see. I really don't want to just throw gravel over this. There is partial concrete. I think I'd rather just leave it how it is and finish that out. Well, hi, kitty. What's she doing? What's she doing? What's she doing? But yeah, this was completely filled with junk. We've managed to get rid of quite a bit. But now I'm just kind of left with the stuff that I couldn't fit in my dumpster or couldn't burn.
I thought you were.
You loading up all that wood?
Yeah.
All right. I think your truck's about full, buddy. Yeah, get all the dirt off so you don't get your truck dirty. There you go. All right, well, we're making some progress here, so you guys have probably seen on the time lapse, but just gotta get the rest of this junk out of here and clean this up. We'll get the power paddle broom out Take this glove off here. There we go. We'll get the power broom out. Get this all paddled up. Looks like we've got a little bit of work to do to the building itself, but it's okay. That's a whole nother building cleared out we can use. I mean, this is awesome. Awesome. We are amassing quite the piles of junk and scrap, but I don't care if that pile gets bigger. That pile's funding this endeavor. Go back here to show you guys. So in here, go into our back bay. This is our back bay that wraps around the barn. This is gonna be the next stop, is this really dirty, creepy room in here. Yeah. Yeah, so this has got to get cleaned out. And I've been putting this off for a long time. Pretty much when we looked at this house, I knew that this wasn't getting done anytime soon. But I don't want to rent another dumpster. I like to just get it all knocked out. So, oh, there it is. It's quite the room. So it's elevated concrete here, and then there's a pit in the middle, and it's elevated over there. Assuming it has to do something with this being a dairy barn, if I had to guess. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I can, once I get it cleaned out, we can see if this blocking is solid and maybe knock it out and utilize this as an actual room. But I don't know if that's going to be doable. We obviously don't want to mess up any foundation of anything, so we will just have to see. Otherwise, I'm thinking tire storage, or maybe, you know, we could get a little ramp and bring the ATVs up into here, like a 2, 3, 4 ATVs each side, just ready to roll, to shoot them out the front. We only got one door over there. It really doesn't go outside, so we'd have to back them in. But you know, maybe we could store ATVs in here. I don't know. All I do know is the junk's got to go. Junk has got to go. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. There are vintage TVs, vintage box springs, vintage dressers. I mean, it's basically an antique store in here. I'm rich. Rolls of stuff. I get the feeling that had something to do with a pool. I'm not a pool guy. I don't know. This is really short in here. I gotta like duck, and I'm not even 6 foot. Looks like a washer and or dryer over yonder. I bet that was a super comfy rocking chair back in the day. That was like one of those really like wide, you know, grandma and grandpa had one in their house. Everyone's grandma and grandpa had one in their house. Super fluffy. I also noticed this is where my raccoons like to hide, so ought to be fun to clean this out and not get jumped by an angry horde of raccoons. I know they're in here. They're watching. But we'll deal with that when we come across them. Got some like tar paper, a tire, some more wheels. I gotta feel like I'm not gonna find anything cool in here. I really haven't found a whole lot of cool stuff during this whole project. I have found some useful stuff. The barn has provided lots of PVC that was usable, so that came in handy. Other random things, a couple house jacks I needed when I remodeled the house. You know, it's almost like somebody knew it was going to need those. They just never did it. Shocker. But yeah, all my motivation goes out the window when I walk in this room. All of it. I mean, I guess it's really not that bad. In my head, I was imagining more stuff. Maybe some of it's like biodegraded into the dust by now. We could only hope, but it's got to get done. Got to be done. Got to be done. Nobody else is going to do it. Oh, there are some big old screwjack feet there. Man, that would be killer leveling. Oh, they're casters. Big old casters. These are just missing the wheels. So we got some with wheels and some without. I bet those are never going to roll again, but Could probably use those for something. See? Barn provides stuff. You never know when you're going to need the stuff. And here's some more stuff. It's probably still good. Oh man, I just got attacked by something. It was big and flying. But hopefully when we get this project done, not only will we have the lot out there to move around in a lot better, but we'll be able to give a lot of this a home. Pretty crazy how when I moved here, I didn't even have anything to put in this barn, and now I need more barns, plural. But yeah, just be able to organize the stuff. I've got it somewhat getting there. We've got our scrap wood organized. We've got our script bare windows. We got our pallet of pallet boards. We've got our OSBA and our plywood. A couple of spare wood stoves. A couple spare trash cans. You never know when you need spares. Just a spare, 350 Chevy engine. Just got to keep that stuff handy. I don't even have anything for that motor to go in. I sold that truck. But I got a good deal on the motor, so I really don't want to get rid of it. Maybe we'll put it in the tractor. I don't know. So far, this is my keep pile, which I'm pretty impressed with. And we're not even keeping all that. It's just kind of stuff I look at and I'm like, that could be usable. So I'm not going to throw it away. Some of the stuff I added to the bay here and I took back out, but some nifty odds and ends. Some antique-y stuff too. So that stuff will all go up in the loft when the loft is done. I don't know that I'll get to the loft during all of this, but I will, I'll try. I mean, I'm excited to get the loft done, even though that's a lot of work, just because I get to decorate it and set it up, and you guys get to see our podcast up there, not in a pile of garbage. So that'll be fun. But I'm gonna get back to it. I got a lot of hand loading to do. Most of the tractor's heavy lifting is done, so I just got to get in here and just pick stuff up. Pick stuff up, take stuff up the wall, and I got vines literally busting the door down. There's a door over there I've never even been through, because all this was overgrown, and I finally got it all killed down. You couldn't even see in here. So it looks like there used to be an original man door to the barn there, and then they added that on at some point, and they added that on at some point. And you got your little man door over here into this building, and a random big old pad of concrete there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with so much concrete, and like it's not in. It's just like, oh, here's a random 2-foot section above the rest of it that you can't do anything with. I'm sure it all had a purpose once upon a time. That looks like some well line. I don't know if I should use that. I really don't need to use that. There's some old chimney pipe for a stove, which, what do you know, we might need that. So see, there's some stuff and things in here that are useful. Somewhat. And lots of overgrowth. Nature's really trying hard to take this one back. It's been a long fight. Literal tree. So gonna have to do some more spraying. So a lot of this is the stuff you don't want to be touching, and you don't want to get on your skin, your bare skin, or you'll be all rashed up. I'll be all rashed up. Maybe you guys won't, but yep. So much fun. Alright, I'm gonna get back to it. I'll update you guys when I make some more progress and have something to show you. Okay, so here's the deal. The Kubota, at least with the grapple, cannot dump over the side of the dumpster. It can pretty much get stuff there, but it can't put it in it. So I think with the bucket, it might be able to just rest over it and dump stuff. But I went and fired up the case, and we're gonna put some stuff in the bucket and see if it's got enough reach to just get over it. Now, last time we did this, I had my International, and it was just a little bigger than the case, and it could reach over by about 6 to 8 inches and dump in. So we're gonna see. Now, we could fit the Kubota into the back of the dumpster with the door open, but it's only gonna get us so far, because at some point we're gonna have to close the door and still get stuff into it.
So either that or I'm gonna have to get creative and we're gonna have to build it up so we can drive up to dump things in there. So I'd rather not do. So I'm really hoping that this one can just reach, but I'm gonna fill it up and we're gonna see what it can do. All right, so our test bucket is filled. Let's see what we can make happen. Okay, so that works, but we may have to like just use that when it's needed because this thing is, steering cylinder is leaking pretty bad. And I know we have a pretty bad fuel leak and the parts aren't going to be here for a couple weeks yet. So I think we'll just save this and use it on an as needed basis, pretty much when we can no longer get stuff through the back door with the Kubota. Which means I want to switch the grapple for the bucket a lot because I got a lot of bucket work to do in here now. The grapple's about at the end of its uses for the moment. It's way too windy to burn, so I don't need to be throwing stuff on. So I guess I'm gonna go swap that out and we'll start loading that and getting stuff shoveled in. Hopefully we don't get rained out again today. Yeah, we got, which I'll be making a video when we do all this, but our lift pump and fuel bowl apparatus here is it's leaking pretty bad. I don't know if somebody's cracked the bowl or what, but pretty much I've got a new one of those on the way, new filters on the way. We're gonna be changing the hydraulic filter out. We're doing a full service on it. I mean, we plan on using the machine, so I gotta go get new lines. So you can kind of see where these dark spots are, kind of look like something leaked on it. That's leaking under the casing, so I can see it actively spreading when I use the loader, so when I fire it up. So these lines are pretty well shot, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get the 2 lines up here done as well. And that's pretty well the majority of the rubber lines on the machine. The rest of them are hard line and they're in good shape. So there's a positive. Yeah. She's already puking. So that cylinder is going to need some attention. Well, it'll either need rebuilt or replaced. And I guess I've got 2 lines going down to that I probably should, 3, 1 going back, but I probably should just get those done as well and call it good. But yeah, I need to get some video work done. That way you guys can kind of get a full video on the old loader here working, but I gotta wait for all the pieces to come in first. But it runs pretty good, as you've seen. I mean, it runs. About everything around here runs. Not great, but it runs. So I'm gonna go get that swapped out, and then I'm gonna get in here and start loading and scraping.
All right, well, that's another bay cleaned out. And we got somewhere to park our tractors now. And over here, Chris is trying to burn the rest of it down. Gonna burn it down before we cleaned it out. So much room in here for activities. It's like a whole nother barn. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. But for now, the tractor's enough to sit outside, so that's a win.